everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch. Find the range. Find themselves. We're almost at game time. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Harrison Barnes.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. We'll see Barnes and Sohan playing forward. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the two spot. And for Minnesota, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with Jaden McDaniel. And it's Gobert in at the 5, patrolling the paint. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Pass to Sohan. Gobert against Wembanyama. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Minnesota with the ball. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnover.
Yeah, I thought the giveaways were a tremendous factor. They were taking some chances on D, jumping in the passing lanes, that sort of thing, and it really paid off for them.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Hey, this guy is competitive. He's tough, and he'll play through contact. Mike Conley doing work inside.
On the wing, Barnes. McDaniel's defending. Here's Sohan. Here's Champagnie. A three-pointer is right on target.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Gobert with a screen on Paul. From downtown, Conley's shot is off.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Paul passes to Champagnie. Barnes outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
With that deep stroke, I like Barnes' ability to switch between the 3 and 4 spots. Two distinct things in terms of spacing on the floor and the requirements of the jobs.
Now here's Edwards. A 24-point outing in their last game against Houston. And it's Paul top the key over Conley. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
His entire career, he has been a knockdown mid-range shooter. Go ahead, CP3.
You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. With this break in the action, here's a look at the teams that have blocked the most shots in the NBA this last month. Number 1, the Spurs.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Here's Paul. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Barnes outside. Shot clock at 6. Wembanyama sets a screen for Barnes. Wembanyama, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Lets it go from deep, and Conley gets it to go. The assist from Edwards. Conley's got his second basket of the night.
Well, Mike Conley, we know his pre-shot preparation is excellent. Catch and shoot bucket, yes, sir.
DePaul. Pass to Barnes. To the paint, stolen by Conley. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Randall left side. Back to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Gobert the pass to Edwards. Pass to Sohan. Barnes outside. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And again, Minnesota will turn it over.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Rudy Gobert.
Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in block spurt.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. Here's Wembanyama. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And, of course, you cannot forget just how dominant his shot blocking was in that game. Just changed the entire complexion of that game.
Here's McDaniels. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Count that one.
Yeah, Jake McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
Wembanyama looking it over. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
He throw good, Wembanyama. And here we are, Greg, about a third of the way through the season. Is it too early to talk about MVP?
Some people debate that even before the season begins. I think we do have a front runner, but out of respect for the field, I'll keep that to myself.
That one is no good. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
All right, look who's coming off to the court. Come on.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for McDaniels. Castles checked in for San Antonio. Here's DiVincenzo. He had 22 points in the win against the Rockets in Houston. Pass to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Over Paul. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Conley's got 7. And so it's Paul bringing it up for San Antonio. Wembanyama with it. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Castle. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. No scoring in this one. Conley up top. The high post shot. It's rebounded by Paul. San Antonio's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. To the inside. Pass to Castle. Sohan with the screen. Inside. Kicks it out to Paul. For the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Randall. Pass to DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Here's Conley. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Well, Mike Conley has mastered pick-and-roll play and does such a good job making the right decisions.
Wembanyama outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Wembanyama's got 5 points so far.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. To the middle. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And vertical threat that is Rudy Gobert. What a ferocious finish at the rim.
Ball against Conley. Wembanyama left side. Back to Paul. Gobert with the block. And they're able to recover.
Smart play there. I don't think we give Wemby's IQ for the game enough love, but he was a pro in France at a young age, and that obviously gave him a lot of experience.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
And he knocks down the first one.
And the enthusiasm and expectations for Wembanyama are off the charts for a rookie. That's a lot of pressure for a young man to deal with.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Edwards. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. And both free throws good for Wembanyama. Well, defensively, Doris, these Minnesota Timberwolves are really a cut above the rest.
They led the league in defensive rating in 2024. They have so many ways to shut down what you're trying to do offensively. Length, athleticism, rim protection, commitment, and great scheme. They are a nightmare.
Zach Collins checked in for San Antonio. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Randall is doubled. Pass to Alexander Walker. Clock at 6. And Randall throws it down.
If the basket is within reach, Julius Randle understands how to finish.
Here's Castle, defended by Alexander Walker. Now here's Johnson to the paint. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
That free throw good from Randall.
Well, Julius Randle has made it clear he has big aspirations as a player. And what you love is he's going to invest the time to make his game all that much more dangerous.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. Barnes, he's checked in for the Spurs. Both free throws good from Randall.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Pass to Castle. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Misses off the right eye. Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's Randall. It's in. It's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Paul looking over the floor. Collins setting the pick for Paul. Down low. And finished off by Collins.
Boy, is it fun to watch Chris Paul dissect the defense. This guy is such a shrewd passer.
Paul against DiVincenzo. McDaniels kicks to DiVincenzo. Reed with a screen on Paul. DiVincenzo with it. Headed now by Barnes. Shoots it up. And again it's Minnesota. 1:36 left in the first. McDaniels against Vassell. Collins setting the pick for Vassell. Wants to get it to Collins and does.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. 3-point lead. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Shot by McDaniels. No good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
To the inside. Collins passes to Paul. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On 7. Reed misses. Here's Vassell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Julius Randle picks one up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the
San Antonio shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And he can't get the first one. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And it's tied up with that one. From deep three-point territory. That one no good. Tie game in Minnesota. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
So with Paul on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Jones is out there with Castle, and it's Collins in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition.
And so Collins nails both of them.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him. He keeps making them.
DiVincenzo against Jones. There's McDaniels. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Jaden McDaniels is a guy who will embrace physicality, does a nice job drawing contact.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
I think let's give them credit as well for the job they've done getting to the free throw line. It's been a huge factor for them.
First free throw is good.
There is simply no substitute for what Jaden McDaniels gives you on the defensive end every night. This guy is elite.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. San Antonio leading. Inside, here's Barnes. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Barnes has got 7.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
DiVincenzo finds Alexander Walker. Pass to Ingles. 5 on the clock. And here is McDaniels. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Here's Collins. Here's Barnes. Shoots over McDaniel. And that one's good. Barnes. Barnes has got the lead up to 5 now for the Spurs. Pass to Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. And down it goes. Done through off a wonderful assist.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction. All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. DiVincenzo against Jones. Ingles with the screen for DiVincenzo. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Spurs leading by 3. Here's Castle. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Collins, a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Jones. Reed with the block.
Give Naz Reed credit. He perfectly timed that block. Wow.
And here's Ingles outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ingles has got his first 3 points of the game.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Jones, the pass to Barnes. Here's Castle. Defended by Alexander Walker. The The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. DiVincenzo passes to Alexander Walker. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Ingles against Vassell. Collins a screen on Ingles. And they get it. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA, like Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. And he ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future.
Reed misses. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Nets in Brooklyn. Pass to Jones. Barnes outside. Here's Castle, defended by Alexander Walker. And the basket by Castle. Here's DiVincenzo. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Olin. David?
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
DiVincenzo against Vassell. Launches it. The rebound by the Spurs. They host the Clippers after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Castle. 6 points for him. Rebound. Reed's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Alexander Walker. Over to the left wing. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the blue ball.
This has always been an aspect of Naz Reed's game, the ability to spread the floor from 3.
Now, here's Vassell. Collins a screen on Ingles. Ingles against Vassell. And that one is off. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. McDaniels kicks to DiVincenzo. Back to McDaniel. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
Minnesota making some changes. Gobert's checked in for McDaniel. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Joe Ingles. San Antonio also making some changes. Victor Wembanyama comes in for Zach Collins. And Jeremy Sohan subbed in for Harrison Barnes. And slammed tough by Gobert.
If he's operating a pick and roll, because Rudy Gobert is such a big target, hard to guard him.
Jones looking for an opening. It's Wembanyama, top of the key. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's Castle. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Back to Edwards. Wants to get it to Reed, and does. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Jones for 3. Cans it from downtown. Jones has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. DiVincenzo against Jones. Pass to Edwards. Lets it go with the three. Vassell grabs the board. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Sohan. Gobert with the block.
Boy, whenever Gobert is out there, he will make you think about shooting near the rim. This guy's such a good shot blocker.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to talk to his guys. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Champagnie. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Nets in Brooklyn. Wembanyama, a screen on McDaniel. Buries it from three-point range. Barnes has got 12 points in the game.
Harrison Barnes cooking a little bit. I like the aggression we're seeing out of him.
Randle outside. Here's Edwards. The rebound by the Spurs. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
And they'll get another chance. Barnes can't get it to go. Timberwolves have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Buries the long-range jumper.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Wembanyama against Gobert. Wembanyama down low. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll tip it off. A road trip beginning in Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Boston Celtics.
And for that game against Los Angeles, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
Randle no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Sohan. Gobert with the block.
There is a reason his nickname is the Stifled Tower. Send it back, Rudy.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's Champagnie. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Now here's Edwards. 6-point lead. Pass to Gobert. Gobert double-teamed. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Sohan with the ball. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Brooklyn.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collecting huge amounts of rebounds.
4 on the clock. Ball finds Barnes. Shoots over McDaniel. San Antonio again missing. Now here's Randle. Defense right on him. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Sohan, the pass to Paul. Randle against Wembanyama. Pass to Paul, trying to get something going. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Got a hand on it. Here's Champagnie. Edwards defending. Wembanyama sets a screen for Paul. Now Wembanyama. Champagnie passes to Paul. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Paul's got his second bucket.
You have to stay under control and don't let the dwindling shot clock pressure you. For Chris Paul, that's never a problem.
Now here's Edwards. Opening, closing, nails it. And the Timberwolves lead by 6. Gobert against Wembanyama. Fades and shoots. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Minnesota on top. They're up by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, in a close game, what makes the difference in the second half?
Lots of things, you know. It's a game of mistakes. It's a game of playing well. Who knows?
Always love your philosophy, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
I think for the Timberwolves, they haven't played up to their standards. Last year, they were an elite team. They need to find that mojo.
Now let's take a look at this San Antonio Spurs game, which has been very competitive.
I'm not seeing their activity on D. Right now, the game is close, but it could turn on them unless they up the effort.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Harrison Barnes getting it done today.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the 1. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Randall outside. McDaniels against Barnes. Randall dishes to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. And I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And Edwards drops them both.
Guys, I think Anthony Edwards has got all the makings of not only a star in this league, but a superstar. Big frame, can score it, can board it, can handle it. Put him in any position on the floor, this guy can be successful.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves leading by 4. Randall right side. Outside Edwards. Off the left rim and out. Spurs shooting reasonably well, 45%. To the middle. It's stolen by Randall. Fast break, here they come. Unable to get that one. Spurs trail by 4. Back to Paul. Pass to Champagny. The 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Champagne's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, the vision and the understanding of Chris Paul is something to behold.
McDaniels with the ball. Conley kicks to Edwards. Back to Conley. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Barnes looking around. Pass to Wembanyama. Just 5 on the clock. For the lead. Nice jump shot. Good. Wembanyama has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this is why many are excited about Wembanyama's future. Such a unique, versatile player and scorer.
Outside for Randall. Gobert with a screen for Randall. To the paint. And stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Barnes. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves trail. Outside Conley. Back to McDaniel. Down low. Here's Edwards. Edwards loves it in there.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Paul passes to Champagnie. Wembanyama, a screen on Edwards. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Champagnie's got his third basket of the night right there. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Cracks in the tray. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Oh, my goodness. What a response by Randall. Yes, he can make a three. So can I.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather. And maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
And a moment now to look at the stats for Conley. His last 10 games, averaging about 7 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
And it's Sohan missing. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Wembanyama finds Paul. Minnesota with the rebound. They'll take on the Thunder at Paycom Center after this one. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Has to Gobert. Here is Edwards. Clock at 4. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
And that's the thing about Barnes. He doesn't always look like he's moving fast, but very few guys seem to catch him.
Outside Edwards. Randall outside. Drills the three-pointer. Randall's got 15.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Pass to Sohan. Wembanyama, a screen on Randall. And it's Sohan missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Ball outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for Paul. He gets that one. He's got 6.
Well, you think because of his frame, it would be easy to knock Chris Paul off balance, but this guy has concentration and tenacity. Really good job keeping his focus.
Pass to Randall. Fires the 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Fades. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Leading. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Wembanyama outside. Over Gobert. And it falls over the rim and in. And that's 15 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Timberwolves lead by 3. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Minnesota making some changes. Joe Ingles is checked in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Pass to Castle. To the middle. It's tipped. Now, Alexander Walker. Ingles passes to Gobert. Over Castle. And he can't bank that one in. Spurs trail by 3. Paul outside. Pass to Collins. Lets it go from deep. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
Chris Paul is such a natural facilitator. His ability to read angles and deliver the ball on time and on target is special.
Randall kicks to Gobert. DiVincenzo against Paul. To the wing right side. Here's Randall. Gobert dishes to Randall, and it's blocked. And the Spurs pushing it up now. A floater. Paul's shot is off. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got 8 here in the quarter.
Wow, what a pretty dribble move by Julius Randle. That handle is tight.
Paul outside. From deep, Collins. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
A cell against Ingles. Here's Alexander Walker. Puts up a deep 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Vassell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Paul. Now, Sohan. Vassell wide open. Hits the 3-point bomb. Vassell's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Here's Randall, defended by Sohan. Randall with the bucket.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Pass to Castle. Oh, good with the triple. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Alexander Walker passes to Ingles. And here is DiVincenzo. Ingles with a screen on Paul. Near the 3-point line, it's DiVincenzo. Can't nail the jumper. San Antonio trailing here. And here is Paul. 6 points for him. Pass to Collins. Fires from deep. DiVincenzo with the rebound. The Timberwolves shooting 41% from the floor so far in the third. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. Gobert can't hit. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Pass to Castle. With the drive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Spurs have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second.
That will sting a little bit. Failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
Dillingham with it, working on Jones. Dillingham with the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Johnson. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Julius Randle getting it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action in just a minute. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So with Paul on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Castle is out there with Trey Jones. Then there's Keldon Johnson. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Collins in at the center. And finished off by Collins.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
First team foul. One shot. Collins.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Now here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Alexander Walker. Fires away from outside. The rebound by Johnson. And San Antonio shooting at 46%, making some buckets. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
He had played mistake-free basketball until that one. His first turnover of the night.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Reed against Collins. Now, here's Reed. He's covered closely. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Dillingham. And he uses the glass on the lane. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Collins kicks to Johnson.
And what Johnson lacks in size, he makes up for with determination. Even the foul can't stop him completely.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
So Johnson hits 2 of them.
And one thing you gotta love about Johnson, his energy. The man doesn't take his foot off the gas.
Up top, DiVincenzo. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
San Antonio leading. Vassell with it. Outside Collins. Pass to Johnson. Lays it up off the glass.
And that solid foundation of Keldon Johnson going to work as he fought for position there.
Here's Dillingham. Defended by Jones. No coverage that time. Alexander Walker's got it all tied up now for Minnesota. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Vassell outside. Johnson up top. Ingles covering. Ingles against Johnson. Over Ingles. It's tipped.
Wow, Joe Ingles sends it back twice on the pipes. Big-time defensive play. Well, just it's easy to say this guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Working on Jones. Ingles finds Alexander Walker. 6 to shoot. There's a screen. DiVincenzo passes to Alexander Walker. Hits it from 3-point range.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Jones, the pass to Johnson. Tipped. Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Vassell. Now Alexander Walker. Ingles with the screen for Dillingham. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Jones. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now Ingles. Now Dillingham. Back to Ingles. Now Alexander Walker. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson. And when you look at Alexander Walker, Doris, so consistent from year to year.
This is a young man who knows his role, finds ways to help the team within the context of what the Stars are doing, and those are exactly the kind of role players you need in order to have a quality basketball team.
And that one misses. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Joe Ingles. Edwards, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Mike Conley in for Dillingham. And he's good on the second.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs them.
Pass to Champagnie. Wembanyama outside. Three-pointer. Wembanyama, a big man with big range.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Edwards passes to Alexander Walker. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Alexander Walker's got 10 points in just the second half. Ball outside. Wembanyama, a screen on Conley. Releases from 15. Here's Castle. Gobert with the block. Edwards looking it over. The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
Great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Spurs trail by 5. Ball passes to Champagnie. Here's Sohan. He's defended by Randall. Here's Castle. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 16th rebound on the night.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Randall kicks to Gobert. Pass to Alexander Walker. Oh, here is Edwards. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Sohan, defended by Gobert. Sohan, the pass to Paul. Here's Champagnie. To the inside. A three. And it's Paul missing. Timberwolves leading by 5. Randall passes to Gobert. Good defense by Wembanyama. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Victor Wembanyama.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And the Timberwolves making a change here. McDaniels checked in. Spurs also with the sub. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Castle. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Conley for 3. They grabbed their own miss.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboard.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. It's a 3-point game. And here's Edwards from the arc. Offensive rebound. Randall finds Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 17 rebounds.
You simply must account for Rudy Gobert and keep him off the offensive glass. He's done it his whole career.
After Champagny. Back to Paul. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Over in the corner, Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. Randall against Barnes. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Offline with his three.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Paul passes to Champagny. Here's Wembanyama. The shot from the low post is good. And it's now only a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
How about the rookie with the big shot? Wembanyama showing us he can meet those high expectations.
Wembanyama against Gobert. Mr. Randall for three. Knocks down the three ball. Randall's got 13 points in the second half.
Julius Randle under tremendous pressure with the big bucket.
Wembanyama with it. Over Gobert. Rebound Minnesota. Edwards got 4 rebounds in this game.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left to play in the final quarter. And out of bounds is San Antonio gains possession.
Boy, how big might this sort of mistake play out? You never know, but sometimes these are game changers.
1:58 left in the fourth. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Assist goes to
Paul's got his 7th assist here tonight. Here is Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Paul passes to Wembanyama. 1:30 left to play here in the fourth.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Champagny passes to Wembanyama. Barnes outside. Here's Sohan. Edwards defending. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Sohan missing. Minnesota shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. McDaniels dishes to Randall. McDaniels passes to Randall. Here's Conley, and he commits the intentional foul.
Harrison Barnes. 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
.44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Inside, here's Gobert, and the jumper from down low is good. Now it's a 6-point Minnesota lead.
Gobert is not fazed by these moments. He wants to be the man.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He knows every possession is critical now. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
Stolen by McDaniels. Oh, here's Edwards. He's tightly guarded. Pass to McDaniels. And here's Randall. Now Gobert. Defended by Sohan. Barnes down low. Randall on him. Here's Sohan for the 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. And that's an intentional foul.
Chris Paul. 1st personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for 2, Mike Conley.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good. It's an 8-point game. San Antonio calls timeout. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
So the Timberwolves take the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they much appreciated, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our